Hello, my name is Lynne Snee and I am a current City Council at-large member and candidate for re-election to this office. As a Troy resident, an experienced council member, and a Troy City Schools employee, I know firsthand many of the great things our community has to offer. Excellent city services, quality schools, well-maintained infrastructure, outstanding public safety, and financial stability. As a council member, I have supported partnerships and plans that provide beneficial economic development, fiscal security, and responsible growth. I have experience in local government through my graduate studies in public administration, my previous work experience as a city staff member in Pensacola, Florida, and my service as a member of both the Planning Commission and Troy City Council. My time on City Council has allowed me to interact with citizens on issues important to them and to understand the value of well-informed, practical decision-making regarding legislation. As a City Council member, I will continue Troy's practice of fiscal responsibility while realistically planning for the future and managing our outstanding city resources so that they can be enjoyed by future Trojans. I am committed to keeping Troy the friendly, civic-minded community we all appreciate. After all, the same things that attracted my family and me to Troy over 25 years ago are the things that continue to draw new businesses and residents to our town today. I will use my knowledge of local government to help Troy continue to maintain that wonderful small town atmosphere while encouraging business growth and retention, responsible development, and realistic long-term planning for city services. These are the things that will keep Troy looking forward to a bright future and continue to make our community a place where visitors wish they could live. I'm Lynne Snee, and I'm asking for your vote in the Republican primary election on May 6th. Thank you. I'm choosing to run for the at-large council seat because I feel that the at-large members of council can give a holistic perspective to council decisions. They can work cooperatively with the ward representatives to make decisions, sometimes that impact only small numbers of residents, but most of the time which impact the entire city. And I've always liked that perspective of serving the entire city. I like local government. It's the level of government closest to the people, and just being that at-large member gives you that view and that holistic perspective. We have questions a lot about how people can make their input heard. As at-large council members for several years with many different council members, we've held a quarterly Ask a City Council member meeting where we can informally hear concerns from residents, answer their questions, maybe point them in the right direction if they need a city service. I would hope that the council would continue the practice that we have on the last major projects that we've worked on, where we have asked our consultants to interact with people through both stakeholder meetings and at public gatherings and through surveys, many different ways to get citizen input. And obviously as city council members, we love to hear from citizens just through email or if they stop us at the grocery store. Well, all of our decisions impact the citizens of Troy, and all of them are made with the benefit of the citizens of Troy in mind. So knowing that, it is important to have that citizen engagement. It's not something that's always easy. There are some times that people have different ideas. In fact, at some of our either public city council meetings or sometimes even at our Ask a Council Member meetings, we've had some lively discussions about people's different opinions. But in having those discussions, it allows for people to hear some different ideas. It certainly allows us as council members to hear different ideas and to take those all on board. And the information that we have, and hopefully together as a group of 9 with that information, make the best decision possible. I stay informed about current issues through reading local newspapers, sometimes the local news that is covered both through the Dayton Daily News and Channel 7 when they cover things in Troy. There are Facebook groups. And I really appreciate the level of information that council members get from city staff on a bi-weekly, sometimes weekly basis, depending if we have committee meetings, council meetings, just a wealth of information that's presented to us both on specific projects, on the legislation items that we have, And honestly, just being out in the community and talking to people, hearing their concerns, interacting with them in person, over email, answering their questions is really the best way I've found to keep informed. I think the issue that we hear about the most is obviously we have a lot of construction going on. We have road construction, we have anticipated construction in different areas. That's something that impacts people on a daily basis, and they want to be kept up to date on what's happening with that. We also hear a lot about growth through communities and housing developments that are located on the edges of our city. That has been something that comes up when we approve those new developments. We have a lot of issues and people concerned, of course, with our downtown area and how we are planning to update through the streetscape project there. We have to be sensitive to the historical downtown that we have and also plan for the future. I've always felt fortunate that one thing I bring to this position is actually a background in working as a staff member for city government. It was in my hometown in Pensacola, Florida when I finished graduate school, but that experience of working in a city administration and understanding how the background information is put together for city council and how that government works and functions has helped me tremendously. Obviously now I have quite a bit of experience as a city council member. I've served on planning commission, and I just think that those things help me to continue to look at things that we've done in the past and how they have worked through time and continue to plan for things in the future. Thank you to the Troy Chamber of Commerce and Leadership Troy alumni for planning and conducting these virtual Meet the Candidate videos. I appreciate the opportunity for all candidates to participate and for citizens to have a chance to hear our views and make an informed decision in the upcoming primary election. I hope my answers to the questions asked today have given voters an insight into my knowledge of city issues and my opinions on issues facing our city. I look forward to continuing to represent the citizens of Troy as a city council member. I will continue to work with residents, my fellow council members, city partners, and city staff to plan for the future, create economic opportunities in Troy, and strengthen confidence in city government. I believe my knowledge of and experience with municipal management have served me well as a council member, and with your vote in the primary on May 6th, I look forward to having my name included on the November ballot as a candidate for Troy City Council member at large. Thank you for your vote.